Hey, this is Brian with Ruin Your Knees. Today we're comparing the Xero Shoes Mesa Trail 1 with the Xero Shoes Mesa Trail 2. So I've used both of these extensively. The one I've had longer and worn in more, and the two I've been using quite a bit, but they're not as worn in. I just wanted to compare for people who are interested in the two. What's the difference? Really, they're not that much different. I think that the style of the two is a little better, just with the way some of the plastics are. Like this toe to me looked kind of silly, like pill shaped, and this one's similar, but it's a little more sporty. But the tread, when we look at the tread, I think it's the same pattern. So you're going to get similar performance out of the tread. I've been wearing them both today as a test, and I was surprised. I thought the two was going to be more rigid. Both of them, the insole can come out. So you get more flexibility, but what I was surprised by is that wearing them both, I actually felt like the two had more ground feel, more flexibility than the one. At least that's how it felt wearing it. So I was surprised by that. But the one, when I wore the one, it felt a little more locked down on my toe than the two. The two feels a little bit wiggly in there. I got the exact same size, but not to the point where it's a real concern. I just noticed that it seems to have a little more play. The two has a laminate that goes around the bottom like a seal, and then on the one, that seal is not there. There is some sort of almost like a laminate overlay, but it doesn't go all the way around like it does here. It's a little hard to see. Both of them have this huarache system here that you can cinch up when you lace, so it tightens the sides down. In terms of the lacing, I thought that the laces on the one were really chunky, and I almost was running out of lace for tying. On the two, they've got the same style lace, but it's thinner and it's longer, so the lacing's better on the two. In terms of like heel protection, I didn't notice a big experiential difference using them. Again, I think the two is a little sportier, but the one did just fine. In terms of performance, they perform very similarly. I don't think you'd notice much difference. The two feels maybe a little bit more nimble. There's not really much else to compare. Both zero drop, the treads going to be about the same. I feel like the fabric on the two is maybe a little more sleek. This first version's a little bit chunky. Almost looks like a climbing shoe to me, for an approach shoe or something. But it's hard to go wrong with either shoe. They've worked well for me for barefoot style training. If you can get your hands on either, I think you'll be happy if you're interested in trying a zero drop shoe to get that extra workout in for your calves and your Achilles, and also just to help your running form. So I can recommend both. I do like this one more. If I had to wear one around town, I'd definitely pick the two. But Xero Shoes was smart. They didn't break a good thing. They just tweaked it a little bit. Not a whole lot of differences, but hopefully that's useful for someone who's wondering, what differences there are, if any. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day.